to Hand of Fate 2. We are going to be journeying back into the fray.
I do not know what the usurper has done with my game. He will have improved it, I am sure, as I improved the game of my predecessor.
Let's see, we've done the Empress. Do we want to do the High Priestess or the Emperor? High Priestess. Let's go for the High Priestess. We'll save the Emperor for last. Which companion do we want? Do we want the Wanderer or do we want Malocalypse? We'll run Malocalypse. I really enjoy Malocalypse, but that may just be because I myself am a bard. So, Elder's Gift. We don't know what Elder's Gift does. Friendly Innkeeper will take. I still need to take on the Market Thief. It's so challenging. Fame and Shame. Watchtower. Do I want the Market Thief? Which one would I get rid of for the Market Thief? Let's remove that one, and I really want to beat this guy. So let's continue how. We'll add Reth's Fire. We'll add Winter's Bane, Bastion of Purification. Actually, we'll run the rings and the armor this time. We'll go a heavy. Do we want the armor or the pious robes? We'll run the armor. High Priestess. Tribute. Gain blessings to increase your chances of success. Northern Honor. Do not expect to be welcomed by Northerners while treading on their lands. Survive Mount Fridas by restoring life in camp. Negotiate a treaty with the Northerners. Actually, you know what?
I doubt the Northerner can offer you anything. Time will tell.
We'll run with the Northerner for this. And we'll run with Clan Eyebright. Because it's all about getting blessings, and we're going to the north. So we'll actually do this.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer and religion. How unfortunate.
Prayer and religion. The High Priestess. Let's go negotiate.
Now it begins.
Foothill.
Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
You are assigned a mission to travel across the northern border on behalf of the Empire. General Brandstrom instructs, don't come back until you've convinced this priestess, Tut, to stop ordering raids on our people. He gives you supplies to consume on your trek up the mountain. Try to make sure there's no bears around before you set up camp. Woof, woof, woof. We got some food there. Collect at least 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. This woman does not take kindly to heathens, so I suggest you find a way to gain their favor, he says as he sends you off. You know, we'll go this way, we'll go up first.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust. More's the pity.
The Temple of Divine Providence provides blessings in exchange for a simple donation. What does this do? Receive +4 food after every die gambit. Gold Zealot. Receive 15 life for every gold gain card you receive. Monk's Vitality. If your max life is less than 150, you may discard food gains or equipment gain cards to receive 5+ max life. Beggar's Charm. You gain 20 gold at the beginning of a new map if you have less than 20 gold. And Heroic Sacrifice. Prior to combat with 2 or more monster cards, optionally discard a monster card, but you lose your companion for 3 turns. I think we're going to go with... what do I want? We'll go with the Gambler's Banquet. As much as I should have had the gold. We've lost 6 gold for that.
An opportunity to better understand these lands, perhaps.
On the edge of the Empire, far from the capital, sits a lonely watchtower. You approach with caution, knowing that few travelers are allowed near. "Halt!" calls a soldier as you approach. "None may cross the border from the northern lands into the Empire." We'll try to sneak past. You return hours later as night approaches. As you scramble through the undergrowth, you hope their scouts don't spot you. Target of 12.
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
15. We have succeeded. You scale the tower without incident. You look to the east and west. We gain 2 fame. You turn your gaze to the north and south. Blizzard. You continue your journey. We're going to avoid the blizzard card for right now.
A grand
Temple
opportunity
prayers.
for you to take whatever pleases you and go about your
Ascension.
day.
Let's turn back. No, that's not what I
The mountain
wanted.
itself pushes you back.
We're gonna brave the blizzard and see what happens.
Be careful where one takes refuge,
Oh,
even in the worst of storms.
okay. The blizzard just... The climb becomes unbearable as a ferocious blizzard sweeps the mountains. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight the onset of frostbite. This just looks like it's painful. We succeed. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance and discover the dark clouds have passed. Kolbjorn forages for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough. We can set up camp here for the night." What's here?
And so we
Clan
see the home
Eyebright.
of the Northerner and his reasons for leaving.
Kolbjorn returns to his home village to partake in toil, the ritual cleaning of his people's ancestral grave mounds. He invites you to accompany him. Let's accompany him. Clan Eyebright's village, hidden in the forest of Mount Fridas, is a burned-out husk. You see no inhabitants within the collapsed walls and fallen roofs. Kolbjorn leads you through the trees to the grave mounds, a flat snowy field dotted with body-sized tillocks. A few villagers are here, kneeling by the cairns in prayer. You realize they are all either old or enfeebled. Your stout companion kneels before 3 graves. They look fresh. The grass has yet to grow over them. He empties a flask of Aramor spirits over the mounds and lets a blessing fall onto the cold earth by them. He motions you to do the same. You kneel on the cold, hard ground beside Kolbjorn as he bends his head in prayer. Their tranquility is shattered by a jagged rock bouncing off your companion's back. You draw your weapon and turn to see an old northerner woman, bent over with age, clutching a basket of rocks. Fierce hatred burns in her eyes. "Get out! Get out of here, betrayer! Live burner!" The old northerner tears her hair in a grief. She continues flinging rocks. Kolbjorn flinches as the stones rebound off his flesh, but does not move to defend himself. A group of villagers gathers around you. They do not join in, but they do not intervene either. The barrage continues until the snow is stained with blood, and the woman is on her hands and knees, weeping uncontrollably. An elder, his head wreathed in bone and blossom, steps forward, his wrinkled fists clenched with anger. "Why have you returned?" Kolbjorn waves a massive hand at 3 grave mounds. "Your duty was to die for this clan or your hearth, but you were too cowardly to do either. Why couldn't you do it?" His stern tone breaks into a sob. "I had a daughter, your sons. They burnt everything, all because you could not die for us." Kolbjorn merely stares blankly into the distance. Let's see if we can appeal to get them to see reason. We're re-rolling everything. I couldn't do it with an extra die.
You can always try again. If you survive, of course.
We didn't succeed. Some villagers laugh at your suggestion. They have lost their homes, their families. They don't have room in their hearts for mercy. Kolbjorn turns and leaves. The villagers take some satisfaction from this. Wah 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 wah. That was unfortunate.
Will you push on, despite nature
Let us
itself
ascend.
attempting to thwart you?
Blessed brew. As you ascend the snowy Mount Freydis, you happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. You reassure her of your peaceful intentions. You'd better go bearing blessings if you want to get on the High Priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch right now if you'd like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you could take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. So we can get some of these, or we can fail horribly. Guardian Angel! Optional, retry any chance card gambits. You take a sip of aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success! I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one! You thank the old lady and continue up Mount Freydis, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard.
Here
Elder's
we begin
gift.
to see the potential of cards based around fame.
Freydis.
If you can force them from your deck and into your hands, you can begin to exploit their power.
Raiders have destroyed our village, the elder explained in a hushed voice. They were searching for this. He draws the weapon and hands it to you.
A mighty weapon
And
for a mightier warrior than you, I think.
If I can get up to 20, that'll be good again. You may not have the will to bear it yet, but... Oh, it gave us 8 fame? Holy cow.
In the cold, men become desperate. Women hold these mountains together, even through the worst.
Let's continue with this. We have succeeded. We are not dead. You find dry wood suitable for a fire. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oof. You're alerted to the sound of shuffling footsteps. You can barely make out the silhouettes of the menacing figures who have invaded your shelter. They're not the sort you'd want to have in such close quarters with you. Okay, I've got help this time as I've only got a rusty sword. Let's see, the Wanderer, Kolbjorn. Oh, they gave me an axe this time, okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, Kolbjorn. His family lost, his clan turned against him. Kolbjorn has traveled south in search of meaning. When activated, Kolbjorn performs a charging attack that causes stun and may knock down weakened enemies. Stay close to charge his ability faster.
I wish you an honorable death.
We'll just hack and slash these guys down. Oh! Ooh. We'll just whack you with this great big rusty axe. took so much damage there. We've got to heal up before we try. We got gold. Would have preferred food. We're gonna camp.
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with each challenge. Be prepared.
Let's trade. What can I? Armor of Gluttony. Receive +1 food for every gain food or gain gold card you receive. Gain 3 defense if you have 20 plus food. For every movement speed reduced. I also don't have the thing for it. What can I sell? We're not going to sell that. That's a good weapon. Let's buy some food. Yeah, we're going to buy 3 food. Why? Because we can. Because it's important to me. We'll finish trading. We'll cook some food again. And we'll break camp. Let's come down here. What's here?
The mountain is unforgiving. You would not be the first to die upon its peak.
Let's see what we can find. Avalanche. High upon the mountain you see a silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring winds. "Who dares trespass on the grounds of our priestess?" Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with dexterity of mountain goats. Okay, avalanche is just ambush, not an actual avalanche, which would quite possibly just slay my character without remorse.
My people will defend their priestess at all costs.
Come here, man. There we go. I only got hit once. It's not too bad. These fellows seem to be a bit beefy. Beefy, they tank a lot of damage, but they fall just the same as everyone else. We gain an equipment card. We just gained the armor of
have
Gluttony.
considered the same issues we do.
If we
How
can
to
get
handle hunger and resources during battle.
2 more. Oh. There we go. We succeed.
Victory. You are learning.
You seek shelter against the bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near, you realize it's still clenched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. Let's retrieve the weapon. It's a soldier's sword. We will not equip it, we'll carry it though. You pry the weapon from the frozen hand and continue up the mountain before the raider has a chance to free himself. Another blizzard. So much pain, so much suffering. Let us continue. We're redrawing that. Because that is, horrible. The wretched smell of fish, meat, and stale sweat alerts you to the presence of a bear rousing from its hibernation. The ferocious beast bares its teeth and swipes at you with a giant paw. Well, hello. You flee the cave, having barely survived the savage attack. Luckily, the blizzard has passed. At this point, we're just going up. Let us ascend. So many blizzards.
Oh,
Blessed
witches.
brew again.
I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
Further up the mountain, the blizzard becomes so intense you barely see the tiny cottage engulfed in snow. An old lady beckons you in. I've received word from my sister's hawk, and have been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped up is the best yet. Do you think you'd be good enough to take it to the High Priestess, she says, blowing the steam off a simmering bowl of thick liquid. Corbjorn shakes his head at the offer. Let's redraw, because I really want to bless it. Divine Intervention. After all your rerolls in a dice gambit, reroll your lowest dice. Yay me, that's nice. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. What's over here? Every time. I wish there was a way to avoid just dying horribly. Let's continue with that, because we succeeded.
A lesson in caution awaits us all. Nature, truly wild
It's
nature,
another avalanche.
will not tolerate fury
So this
in
is
its
a little more
domain,
complicated than I
unless
anticipated.
it is its own.
Also, the fact that I lost one of my blessings is unfortunate.
But defend their priests, all costs.
Oh, I have 4 health. That is a really bad sign that I have 4 health. Then I've got to pass this avalanche test. So this is how we die on a mountain alone. If I die here, frozen and alone, tell them I did it for science. We succeed. So we shan't die here today. Let's retrieve the weapon. Brigand's Blades. They do 8 damage, perform 4 spin attacks each hit. Hits increase during a combo. Riposte can interrupt counter chain attacks. Weak against enemies with a high defense. So we're not equipping that because that's going to be... We're going to camp here really quick. Let's see, what can we buy? What does this do? Weakened block. Reveal map. That's actually not bad. Let's sell some equipment. We're going to sell this. We're going to sell the Brigand's Blades. I mean, I kind of want to sell this. What am I up to gold-wise? 30. We'll buy some food. Because we're going to be cooking it here. Let's cook the food. We'll cook 6 cooked apples. And now let's break camp.
Now the
Blessed
confrontation.
summon.
Are you ready to face the priestess of her people? and drive the deal the Empire has requested? Or will you turn and flee?
The wind's clear and the dark clouds reveal a spire of a ritual house protruding from the summit. You press on through the snow to find wooden structure adorned with the spoils of war. We are not going there yet. We do not have enough blessings for this.
These tokens represent the expansion of the game. More options,
You only got 5,
more
but
cards,
still.
more opportunities.
Let's redraw this. Huge success. The thief is nimble, but he managed to gain on them. With the thief almost at arm's reach, they knock over a barrel of apples. We have caught the thief, I believe.
You have proven yourself worthy.
Would you like to wear the armor of gluttony? Yeah. You leap over the rolling apples and tackle the thief to the ground. The thief struggles to break free. If you let me keep these here items and let me go, of course, I'll let you in on a secret. The thief bargains. Let's accept the offer. You gingerly release the thief. Do not worry about your stuff, the thief says as he dusts himself off. Think of it as an investment. My name is Merrick. Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two, and if you prove yourself, he pauses, well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Meet me at noon in 2 days at the Market Plaza. We can talk more of this then. And with that, Merrick disappears back into the crowd.
Well done.
Time to go up.
Wits or
Bridge
weapons?
skirmish.
Perhaps both will fulfill you here.
As you approach a bridge high in the mountains, you see that it is already occupied. Steel muskets and a terror of blight. From your viewing angle, you notice that the bridge structure has been damaged. With luck, you may be able to knock out one of the supports with a thrown object, causing the bridge to collapse. Will you risk throwing one of your belongings at the bridge, or charge headlong into battle? Let's throw a rock. You quickly look around and settle for a hefty stone.
The pendulum swings like a scythe, bearing hope or failure.
Ooh, I missed. I came close though.
Poorly done. You must harness your
The rock
will
flies
and
into the
find
canyon,
the
alerting
quiet
the enemies to your
stillness
presence.
inside you.
It's alright, I can still beat this. This is not too bad. I just have to get the snipers first. Oh, I dodged too early. Let's hack it off. There we go. Rousing roundhouse to the head. To the old noggin. Why the Blight and the Musketeers are working together, that's another story. We gain 4 fame. That's nice. Allies return. Revive companion. Revive your companion at the beginning of each new map. And we got a health potion. We're up to 3 blessings. There was a blessing.
It was your
Theme
actions
shade.
that necessitated these additions to the game, you understand? I knew you were approaching and tailored things around your lust for fame.
You follow the sound of hammering in a town hall. Inside, a tiny man stands atop a stool, chipping away at a row of marble sculptures. Impressive, is it not, sir? Is it not Sir Malifaux of Cadre is a great patron of the arts? You could be, too. Let's commission a ceramic sculpture. Ooh-wee. Let's redraw that. That could be horrible. Ah. When you return to inspect the sculpture, a couple of young rascals identify you. You must think you're so much better than everyone else, says one. Get him, screams the other as he hurls stones at you. You escape the town hall nursing a couple of bruises. You got fame, though. Lost 5 health. Or 10 health. Wait. Where is it? I must have to go here, then. I have 3 of 6 blessings. I've got nothing else. As you enter the great hall, the towering arch doors swing open with a heavy creak. A giantess in a velvet robe enters, accompanied by raiders. Kolbjorn throws himself down to the floor in reverence. The giantess glances at him lazily. What have we here? A northerner and one of the Empire? What did you bring to appease my wrath? Only 3 blessings? What a pitiful effort! With a flick of her wrist, bolts of lightning strike you.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if imperfectly.
We have failed the gold token. The giantess claps, the sound ringing in the silent cold hall. Ha! This small thing survived it. Impressive. But if you wish to speak to me of a treaty, you must prove yourself against my champion. Her raiders charge towards you. I don't have 20 fame. I don't have enough. I'm going to stick with the village's axe, though. It says one-handed weapons are preferred. I like my two-handed. It's worked well for me so far, and I'm not dead yet. Should be twice over. We'll have to try this one again at some point. Berserker Champion. Fierce, loyal, and relentless champion of the High Priestess. Berserker weapons are imbued with ice. They slow the movement of...
The North respects only strength.
Oh! I could not dodge you. Well, that's unfortunate. Ooh! They hit like a truck. That's what they do. Just wail on him in the corner. He's trapped now, boys. He's down for the count. Let's see if we can't negotiate a peace deal now. But holy cow. Even though you failed to bring me your offering, I'm impressed with how you wield your sword. Now hear my terms. The High Priestess draws herself up, a towering figure draped in fur and wrath. The North will never bend to the Empire. Blood for blood for blood. Those are my terms, small one. Let your leaders hear it and quake. With that, you make a quick descent to relay the message back to General Brandisman. Let's open the High Priestess one. We didn't get the gold coin. For besting the champion, we get Humble Hammer, Berserker's Creed, and Extinguisher. For besting the High Priest Champion, we also get Winter Solstice, Burning Building, Temple Prayers, and Cartographer. For ascending Mount Freitas, your supplies have been added... have been added to what? Oh, do I start with a Warrior's Axe now? Or a Soldier's Sword? Depending? Maybe. Let's open what this is. Accepting Merrick's offer, we've got the pickpocket now. Alright, we're gonna save this. We will probably try the same mission again next time to get the gold card. Because
you've done well.
I just like not having that.
You understand the basic rules of the game now. From here, they will change.
From here they will change.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of our video. Do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought, and as always, have a good one.